Well, we're going to start. First of all, hello everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. B2B e-commerce isn't using AI right. I am Michael Bliah and will be your host. Before we dive in, I have a gift for you. scandiweb is offering a free AI accelerator workshop designed specifically for B2B companies. It's a hands-on workshop. It's one-to-one where we will identify where AI can deliver return investment in your business. It's offered to only 5 spots. So I will remind you at the end how to grab one. Uh, sorry. So quick intro about me. I've been in e-commerce for over 25 years. Back when website loaded one image line at a time. I've run a large website as a VP of e-commerce for global retailers. And in 2017, yes, a few years ago, I won, one of the B2B websites that I led won the award for the best B2B website in the world. Now I live in Canada, but as you will notice, I kept my French accent. That means two things. You will have to listen carefully, think of it as a free ear training. And if you don't agree with me at some point, well, I will just blame it on my accent. But seriously, well, I've seen all the hype cycles come and go. Today is about cutting through the noise and showing you practical strategy you can actually apply tomorrow. So let's look at the agenda. So this is a journey we're going to have together. So first, a little bit of introduction, some opening questions we're going to have. Then we're going to look at understanding the problem, why AI underperforming B2B. Then we're going to look at building blocks, data, discovery, enrichment, implementation strategy about Copilot, the GPTs, the CPQ, procurements, multi-AI workflows. We're going to look at execution, the measurement, the roadmaps, the pitfalls, and the proof points. And then a little discussion, a roundtable for the one who would like to participate, and a question and answer. Each section will follow the same rhythm. So I will present the concept, the practical how-to, and a real example and the tools that could be used. And an open question for anyone who would like to participate at any moment. You could go and chat and put something in the chat. There will be some polls as well you're going to see during the webinar. Okay, that way you will leave with both the big picture and practical takeaways. Let's warm up with some honesty. When was the last time a customer told you they couldn't find a product on your site? Or how confident are you in your product data today? What's the fastest quote your team ever produced that was sent to a client? Or would you suggest, would your biggest client trust your portal with a $500,000 order? This kind of question, well, you need to really ask those kind of questions yourself to your organization and to say, okay, if some of the question is, well, we are struggling, well, that's where AI could help. And there are the real problems that AI should be fixing. So why AI underperforms in a B2B context? Well, here's the issue. Most AI projects in B2B are like putting lipstick on a pig in a ways that company launch chatbots before fixing search or test AI pricing with no rules. The result is frustration, wasted money, and no return on investment. Most of the time, the big blockers are broken discovery, bad search experiences, messy product data, incomplete catalogs, and disconnected quoting, where the slow manual processes, that's the results you're going to get. And compliance blind spots, because there is no governance. McKinsey research shows return on investment happen when AI is focused on sales, service, and product development. That's where we're going. Let's talk about the foundation of AI success. Well, the true bomb is most AI failures are really data failures. Well, the practical steps should be, well, run a discovery audit. You're going to track the zero results percentage, meaning the searches that return nothing. And there is a lot of them. And exit rate as well after a search. People making a search and exit right away. Build a product data health score. Measure completeness of attributes, specs, and images. And we're going to talk about it in a minute as well on how you could even automate all of that. Just for everyone to understand, the PIM is, of course, critical. A PIM is a product information management system. For the one who doesn't know, that really is a tool that will regroup all your information related to your product and that you could share with other systems at one place. So there is tools like Algolia. Well, you could use Algolia Analytics most for the search, and you could use a PIM like such as Akineo, for example, and the two of them are going to work in hands. For example, Fleet Pride improve engagement across 1 million of SKUs by fixing data and discovery first. So my question is going to be for you as well is how often do buyers complain about not finding products? Remember, I asked you this question before, but this is really the question you need to ask yourself too. And if you can answer, you need to track the zero results. You need to check the product data health score that you have. AI for product discovery and search. Search equal money. We all agree on that. Those days going on Google, on Amazon, search is crucial. Buyers who use search converts 2 to 3 times more, but every zero results is lost revenue. So what are the practical steps? First one is fix synonyms and typos. Add semantic search with vector embeddings. That means that AI that understand intent, not just keywords. And there is a lot of tools that does this kind of things. For example, last week I was in discussion with a company more into the fashion industry where there is tools like Lily.ai, which will review your pictures and will create all the additional, I would say, attributes that you will not get, but attribute that people use or kind of keyword that people are going to use when making search for this kind of products. So that's very important as well to have, I would say, just semantic search with vector embeddings. Leveraging also LLM. LLM, just for everyone to understand, it means large language model, like GPT-5. It's trained on massive text. So again, here we need to leverage some tools such as you have Algolia Neural Search, you have Coveo AI, Elasticsearch, and so on. Example of a company who use that, so LCBO, double conversions with AI-powered search. So the question that you need to ask yourself is, do you know your zero results percentage today? If you don't, I really engage you to look into it, and that could help you tremendously. Let's look at AI for product data enrichment. If your data is incomplete, AI can help. Garbage in, garbage out, as we say. So the practical step would be, well, use LLM to extract attributes from PDF, from supplier feeds, automate taxonomy, mapping, merge duplicates, and make sure that everything is centralized in your PIM. I see so many clients that try to do all this optimization partially, but not centralize all of the content, and that recipe for failure. So the tool that you could use is GPT-5, Claude 3, LangChain, Akineo, Salsify. So all these kind of tools will help you to achieve this. The example is some distributors we've seen saw e-commerce adoption spike after those kind of enrichment. So the question for you that you need to ask in this case is, could you answer what percent of your catalog is fully complete and what's fully complete for you? That's something that you need to, on your side, to define by category of product, if you have multiple category, to say, well, this is a complete product, what will look like. And is it complete or not? And how AI can help me on this side. So let's look at, I would say, AI Copilot for sales and service. Sales rep waste 30% of their time looking for answers. Service team drown in manuals. So a practical step is to deploy RAG Copilot. What is RAG? Is retrieval augmented generation. That means that AI that checks your documents before answering. So there is no hallucination. They will use your own documents as well to first give an answer. That means as well you need to add guardrails, prompt filters, logs, and track the case resolution time and proposal speed. So the tools that you could use in this case is there is ChatGPT Enterprise with custom GPTs. There is Microsoft Copilot. There is also Salesforce and Einstein GPT that could help you too. But we've seen some manufacturers cut proposal time by 60% and of course boosted the customer satisfaction. But imagine 60%. That's huge. So much time saved. And also accurate answers. And also a way for a company to systemize the answer given. So how much time could your reps save with instant answers? That's the kind of question you could ask yourself. AI assistant across business units, you leveraging custom GPTs. Because one size AI doesn't work. Each unit in your business needs its own assistant. Marketing GPT, for example, if we create one by department, if we have one for marketing, you're going to be able to use it for campaign draft, SEO, reviewing pure data regarding the marketing advertising campaigns or conversion rate or this kind of things. Product GPT to be used for catalog enrichment, research for new product as well. Another one could be for sales GPT, well, they're going to be used for CRM summaries, proposal creations. Another one for service GPT, which could be used for FAQs, troubleshooting. And finally, maybe for procurement as well, where you have PO validation, contracts. So the tools here again, ChatGPT Enterprise with custom GPTs, Microsoft Copilot, and Core could also help you in order to achieve that. And companies that we've seen implementing such, I would say, a process to have custom GPTs saw a 15 to 20% productivity gains with unit-specific GPTs. So the question for you will be, well, which department will benefit first from its own AI assistant? AI in pricing and quoting, call it CPQ. Speed equal wins. If quoting takes a week, you've lost. A lot of clients, it's like it's like Amazon. Well, we all love the Prime because we get it the next day. It's almost the same with a quote. When I meet a client, well, I'm expecting to get a quote like quite quickly, not to wait for weeks to get a quote. So use AI assisted CPQ, meaning configure, price, and quote tools in order to have, for example, the bill of materials called BOM, the list of all products components that you're going to need, and generate draft quotes instantly with transparent rules. You could use Salesforce CPQ AI or Oracle CPQ or DealUp.io or PriceFix or Zilliant. So all these tools, they are built in order to help you to speed up the time to create a quote. The question that you need to ask yourself and your organization then on this topic is, what's your average quote cycle time? Does it take me days, weeks in order to put together a quote? And how can I maybe leverage all of that in order to get faster? AI for procurement and automation. Procurement is stuck in the 90s. Manual POs, invoices, errors. What could be the practical step here is use OCR, which means optical character recognition. So AI that will read invoices and POs. We don't need a human to do that. Drive punch-out adoption. That means integrated buyer catalogs. Track errors rate, punch-out percentage of orders. Here, the tools are, there is Rossum, there is Hyperscience, AWS Textract, SAP Ariba or Coupa. What we've seen with the distributor leveraging those kind of technology regarding procurement, they cut errors by 85%. So the question on this topic for you to ask your organization is what percentage of your orders are touchless? Like EDI punch out. Doesn't need any human. So that's could be something very interesting for you. Now let's talk about one of my very interesting topic that I spent a lot of time those days. Is multi-AI workflows for product storytelling. What is it about? It's really creating the most impactful product information going from the product description, imagery, videos, document attached, etc. for user when land on the product page will have all the right information to take a decision. Everything is optimal. So what is exciting here is that, well, you could connect multiple AIs. For example, your product description, you will leverage a GPT-5 or a Claude to get the most impactful product description, but that will also translate to your unique selling points, the USPs. Then for image AI, because you need beautiful visual that will with selling points. So here you will have all the AI like Midjourney, Stable Diffusion that will leverage what the previous AI did with product description and USPs, translate into optimal visuals, leveraging the USP as well. Because those days, more and more we want, people doesn't read so much, so you want also to have some content in your image. Not just a beautiful image, but also copywriting on top of it, explaining why you should buy this product. Amazon was one of the first one to leverage those kind of commercial tactics, but now with AI, you could really do it at a mass level. And then video AI. So you got your visuals, you got your product description. Now, why not getting videos? And you could leverage on those AI such as Synthesia, Runway, Pika, and that will generate explainer videos, which are very important in the B2B world because, well, you need someone to explain you why this product is special, why this product is unique. And that will also tackle the kind of thinking that a user will have in mind. And all of that you could automate it with tools such as Zapier, Make, or N8, making sure that all the AI are working all together in workflows. The client that we work with, such as retailers, cut launch time by 70%, leveraging those kind of tools. So the open question will be for you, well, what if every SKU had text, visual, and a USP video ready in a few hours? Measuring what matters. Forget vanity metrics like chatbot usage or focus really on KPIs, meaning the key performance indicators that measure the zero result percentage, as mentioned before, the search to cart, people searching versus people adding to cart, the data completeness, as discussed before, but you have to define also what is the completeness for you, maybe by category or globally, the quote cycle time, how long does it take me to do a quote, the win rate of those quotes, the punch out share, so that will help again here for your procurement. And you could have tools in order to have those KPIs and report on it and see the improvement. Even Google Analytics or Power BI or Rise AI or Y Labs are tools that will help you to track those KPI who are crucial. Because if you don't track something, well, how are you going to be able to optimize and even say, well, what I did had an impact or not? So the leader tied AI to revenue and efficiency at the end of the day. So that's really important for you to put in place a tracking system of efficiency. I prepare for you a little roadmap, 30, 60, and 90 days. And that's something that what at scandiweb, that's what we have as well regarding AI implementation. So there is a rollout. So 0 to 30 days, there is a discovery audit, enrichment pilot, FAQ copilot as well. So this is the kind of three main things that's going to be done in the first 30 days. In the 31 to 60 days, that's where you expand the search. You working on the CPQ assist pilot, the punch out automation. And 61 to 90 days, that's where you use A/B test search, add pricing guardrails, governance prep. There is multiple tools here as well to help us achieve all of that. Like mentioned before, the algorithms, the Pinecon, Salesforce CPQ, Arise AI, Guardrails AIs as well. It's another platform. And the open question here is, which step could you realistically start in the next 30 days? Let's look now at the best practices and pitfalls, because there is, as you can imagine, I would say, ground AI in data. Fix discovery first, publish pricing rules, and centralize governance. Those are crucial elements to have success implementing AI in a B2B context, even in the B2C context, but here in B2B context even more because pricing rules are different, especially in B2B. The don't is don't trust hallucination. Don't think that the GPT is going to get the right information without the right data that you're going to provide, which is why it's important to provide data from your own business as well, in order for the AI to be ultra relevant for you. Chase vanity metric and run random pilots. At the end of the day, well, you have to think business first, not tech first. It's not because it's shiny, it's cool, oh yeah, we're going to use it. No. What would be really the impact on the business first? And how we're going to make sure that it's centralized. I've seen so many clients who are using AI, but each department using it differently and nothing is centralized. So the data is going to evolve, well, they're going to have to restart from scratch. And all the knowledge will be lost because it has not been centralized. The real world proof points, I would say, are LCBO, for example, as mentioned before, it doubles the conversion with AI search. Fleet Pride, they improve discovery across 1 million SKUs. Wastco, while billions in e-commerce revenue and lower churn. And buyers now place 500,000 orders in self-serve orders by leveraging AI and by doing all the things that I mentioned today. So we could do a little bit of roundtable if you're open to it. We could start with which AI experiment actually moved the metric. If anyone in the chat would like to mention something. That's okay, no worries. So we had this kind of question. You could ask those questions yourself anyway when you go back to the office. Is which AI experiment actually moved the metrics right now? What did you learn enriching product data? Because I'm sure you did. Which project did you stop and why? And how are you preparing for compliance around AI? So that's the kind of question you could ask yourself as well. And of course, we could help you to answer those questions. So at the end of the day, it's the key takeaways are really around most AI failures equal data failures. Fix discovery and product data first. Take the time, do it well, start small, measure return on investment, and then scale. set up a govern AI, governance for AI, and a prep for compliance. That's crucial, as mentioned before. AI in B2B works when aimed at real pain points as well. Don't create like a pain points or because it's shiny, it's fun. Okay, we're going to use it, but in it first, well, we have a pain points right now. The final question is really what's the first AI initiative you will take back to your desk tomorrow? Well, thank you for joining today. Was a real pleasure to share with you our knowledge around AI, especially in the B2B context. As a final reminder, scandiweb is offering a free AI accelerator workshop for B2B companies. It's a deep dive into your challenges with actionable outputs. It's a one-on-one session. Uh, there is only 5 spots available that we're giving for free. So if you are serious about making AI work in your business, this is your chance. Let's stay connected, and I would love to keep the conversation going. That being said, you could register as well for our next webinar. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be around how leading retail brand centralized cater product data. That's going to be with Maris and also with one of our clients. And it's going to be on September 25th. Well, thank you very much for joining the call today. And it was a real pleasure to speak with all of you.